She put whiskey, whiskey, whiskey in the water. I tried to find a waterproof or stronger. I'm pinned against the altar, brush her with the moisture. But every time I try to leave, she pours herself into my drink. Whiskey in the water.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching interviews with Alternative Indian, and today we have Young Rising Suns. Could you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Andy. I sing and play guitar and a little keys.
I'm Steve, and I play the drums.
I am Julian, and I play the bass and a little bit of keys as well.
I love this microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So, congrats on your new tour with Magic Giant.
Thanks, man.
How's it been so far, the first 3 dates?
Good. Still early in the run, but it's been awesome. They're great dudes, and the shows have been super killer so far. So, yeah.
That's
nice
awesome.
Nice to get back out and play some.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we've been anticipating you to come back from this hiatus, and now we're so happy you're back, especially with 2 new singles too.
Hell yeah.
So could you tell us a little about those singles?
Yeah, so the hiatus was, I suppose it was a little bit forced,
Right.
but I think it was also necessary to kind of help develop our sound and figure out what we wanted to do and what our next step should be. But yeah, it's nice to be able to put out some new music and get out on the road. And while it's a little different, the biggest thing with writing these new songs is that we wanted to be honest with ourselves and just life in general. And, not to say our old stuff was naively optimistic, but it focused on some different aspects of
course.
life, and it's important to cover everything.
There's so many different sides of music in the spectrum of it all, and it's good to embrace all different areas of it. And you guys have definitely evolved as a band. What makes it more unique for you guys, you know what I mean? So that way, as you grow as a band, your music grows with you, as well as your audience.
Yeah, that's been such a key thing for us too. And I mean, we've been doing this for a while now, and that's the coolest thing, to kind of see our fans grow with us. And we go to these cities second and third and fourth times, and we see these familiar faces, and they're just becoming real fucking adult people. And
it's weird, right?
It's cool to see people mature and grow and find themselves more.
Of course. So you guys have a new look and a new style along with this new music. Are we gonna be able to see that throughout the rest of your transition through your career in music with the plus and the minus sign? You guys gonna hold on to that, or is that just for the 2 singles?
Yeah. So we kind of started developing that, I guess, last year?
Yeah.
Last year. And it's sort of hints back to High, like our first single that we put out. That kind of sent us on this wild journey. But I mean, the lyric from that is without the low there in High, and the plus minus kind of symbolizes the good and the bad sides of life, which I think you need to be able to appreciate and learn from each of them. So.
I think our songs too, kind of like every time we would write songs, we kind of look back at like the lyrical content and be like, oh, yeah, these all have a similar like underlying message where everything ties together from the first EP all the way up to now, where like a lot of the things are about appreciating like the good and bad, the dark and light side of things, the plus and minus. And I think that's like been kind of whether intentionally or not, a reoccurring theme in our band, and we're just really trying to embrace that now and show that through branding in particular, which is cool.
That's the way to do it. It's like subliminal messaging. You know what I mean?
It's like accidental.
No, but it's good too, because when I say, when I show people different artists and stuff like that, I say, hey, well, this is your look now. I mean, you got the plus and minus sign. That's like an emoji too. Whenever people click that emoji, be like, oh yeah, that reminds me of Young Rising Sun. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm gonna listen to them right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's jam out, guys. Yeah, and that's really cool. So going along with Noise, you guys wrote that breaking off from your old record label, and now you guys are working back with your old label, you said before. And how have you guys been recording, and what's the process been like behind that?
We've always had a decent amount of freedom when it comes to recording and kind of doing what we wanted, I suppose. But it certainly has evolved a little bit. I think the songwriting has almost become even more organic. It always has been for the most part, but I don't know. We were kind of forced to lock ourselves in our homes and do nothing. So it kind of gave us the chance and allowed us the opportunity to just write and see what came out. And it's generally pretty organic. It kind of stems from, I don't know, an idea that I have, and sometimes they're pretty shitty. But I bring them to these guys, and we kind of bounce off each other until we have something that we can all get behind.
I think the new stuff too, like, I think in the past we, not that we had to like hastily write songs, because that really isn't the case, but I think there was so much going on that we were just like, writing was like, we were home for 2 weeks and we were like, cool, we have to finish an album. And now, because we were just like stuck, we weren't able to tour, we were kind of in this weird in-between, we were just writing a million songs. So I think it kind of was like, all of these started coming up more organically, and we had a lot more time to kind of curate and be like, hey, this is like what we want to go forward with, this is the message we want to show. And Noise was like one of the ones that, like, it was one of the first ones I think we wrote during that time, and it was the most like important one to us.
It is very interesting though. I think there's a happy medium, because one thing I did notice in that kind of chunk of time where we were just home doing nothing other than writing is that it's very easy to kind of live in your head and second guess yourself, and there were so many times, and I like, even with these new songs, sometimes I'm like, this sucks. I don't it's not a good song, but I don't know, I think there's certainly a balance, and I think that's the nature of being an artist, like,
Of course.
The plus and the minus.
The plus and the minus, the positives and negatives.
Yeah, exactly.
And it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
So before we were talking about, you guys had no idea, but your video plays in City Walk in Orlando. How crazy is that?
That's awesome.
It's awesome. We're massive Harry Potter fans, so we love Universal for that reason, going over there. But that's crazy, It's like, it's so cool to us. I think especially, like, I think the more like we do this and like play music, the more you would think we would get used to that stuff happening, but it's
kind of the opposite.
It's the opposite. Like, every time it happens, we're like, oh my god, they're playing our song. Like,
surreal.
Yeah, it's very surreal.
It's crazy.
And it's like, you always kind of feel like someone's messing with you, which is funny at first. You're like, you're not, this is a joke, right? Like, I'm on like a hidden camera show or something. But this is very cool. It's very humbling.
Yeah. You guys also mentioned in previous interviews, you guys are huge Disney fans.
Yes, so we're actually going tomorrow.
You guys are going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was going to ask if you guys were going to go to there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you guys most excited for?
The Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
I love
sure.
the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
It's like one of those things, when I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me, and now like it's the greatest thing in the world
I haven't
to
gone
me.
since I was 8 years old, so I'm very excited about Space Mountain. The last time I was on that, I exited and immediately threw up. So I feel like I have some, like, I need to conquer it. you know?
Of course.
What about you?
What are you excited?
Dumbo.
The
Dumbo.
Yes.
They closed Small World, right?
I have no idea.
No, it's still open.
It's still there?
It's still open. Yeah,
The
as far as I
creepiest
know.
ride ever.
Yeah.
It's super creepy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes it so authentic.
That's what I mean. It's
Totally.
like that kind of like weird like 1950s style where everything was weirdly terrifying, but they
They're, like,
found it
kind of
entertaining back then.
time travel.
They closed this Mr. Toad ride.
Oh,
and apparently,
that's what I was thinking.
and the end of it, you go to hell.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like,
It's
stuff
crazy.
Like that.
That's fun.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's still open in California. There's another one in California. It's
Oh,
still
really?
open.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's
Man.
wild. But yeah, going along with Disney, could you guys tell us your favorite Disney movies going down the line?
Oh man, I feel like God. So this one, it counts, but it's a ridiculous one. The Mighty Ducks.
Okay,
yeah.
I love the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm a big hockey fan. I grew up
Nice.
watching it, and like, as unrealistic as it is, I was just stoked they made a movie about hockey that was like in the mainstream, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you guys?
It's Lion King for me.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I think Mighty Ducks 2.
Mighty Ducks 2. Yeah.
I almost became an Anaheim Ducks fan just because of that movie. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's funny.
But I also like Toy Story is amazing.
That's a
That
good
came
one.
later, but like,
Aladdin is just a great classic.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's so many.
There's
like,
just so many good movies.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love to just get like nostalgic and just like chill on my couch on a Saturday and just like watch like a ridiculous amount of Disney movies and act like a little kid.
I hear
It's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, man, we all have it inside of us, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
so going on, what can we expect next from you guys after these 2 singles, what can we expect to be coming out?
So we have an EP ready to go
Nice.
that we're really excited about. We actually just posted some tour dates today, some additional ones.
No way! I missed that.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. We have a couple shows out on the West Coast with the Magic Giant Dudes.
Yes.
So we're kind of routing ourselves out there and back. But we're just excited to keep putting out music and keep playing shows.
Keep going.
Just let go, enjoy the ride. Without the law, there ain't
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this interview, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button in the top left corner, and you can check out our other interviews on the right in the other boxes. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.